One thing that I did not mention is throughout this whole thing, Mr. Logic has been threatening my life.
Let me tell you something. If you talk like this, I'll murder you. Yeah, I'm going straight with you. If you talk like this, don't step to Ghana.
Are you kidding
me? I swear on my father's grave. If you talk like this to me, I'll murder you.
You're serious right now?
I'm telling you the truth. Yes. If you talk like this, you cannot go to Ghana. If you talk like this, you cannot go to Ghana. If you talk like this, it's going to get very bloody for you. If you talk like this, it's going to get very bloody for you.
Good, because I'm recording this too. I'm recording this conversation.
Record it.
And it will be sent to...
The matter job hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye!
So Mr. Logic has come out to respond to allegations by his former artist, Mo Spence, who is a Canadian and also has been throwing allegations left, right, center. I'm sure say by this time, you've seen the video gone viral of a certain lady alleging that Mr. Logic has been threatening her or has threatened to take her life and that of her family, chop her money and what have you. Well, I'm here to give you the details. Mr. Logic has responded and I'm here. I have all the details here for you. My name is Roland Amate. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and also share your views in the comment section. This is Live on Roland Report and I will say big ups to you as well. And let me say big ups to Shagzy and also to Tekwashi Art Market even before we enter into the story. So, before I give you Mr. Logic's response, so this is an artist, Mo Spence, that is her name, Monica Spence is her full name, who was actually outdoored by Mr. Logic somewhere last year in 2024, and in that aspect, like, oh, I'm a good deal. I think from 2023 itself, that was when the whole announcement came, and even from that, she was seen with Mr. Logic. They recorded some few songs here and there and all. And you know, Mr. Logic has a company called Black Panther. Yes, so she was signed under that particular, or her partnership was under that particular company. Moving forward, she released some couple of songs and other stuff, and of which even Mr. Logic gave her a huge endorsement in terms of introducing her to the industry, here recording here and there. And she was at so many places. In fact, so many people thought Mr. Logic, yes, this is his artist, and Chebiobe Blue. All of a sudden, we did not hear anything from the lady and Mr. Logic again. The next thing that we heard in June 2024 was an alleged fraud case that was put on Mr. Logic, of which it even landed in court. He went to battle it out in court, and after that, we did not hear anything again. Now, in January 2025, that is when Mr. Logic's artist named Mo Spence came out in a self-video. She shot the video and edited everything herself, accusing Mr. Logic of so many things. In fact, the accusation, there are plenty, from chopping her money to chopping, your friend is saying, to breaking her marriage, to defrauding her, to breaking her music career and what have you. And they're plenty, the allegations, they're plenty. And according to her, when she decided to go and talk about it with Mr. Logic, it was threatenings that she got, of which Mr. Logic threatened her life and all of that.
Saying it, like he did not, it's just so bad. Like there's so much to say. So yeah, one thing that I did not mention is throughout this whole thing, Mr. Logic has been threatening my life.
Let me tell you something. If you talk like this, I'll fucking murder you. Yeah, I'm going straight with you. If you talk like this, don't step to Ghana.
Are you kidding
me? I swear on my father's grave. If you talk like this to me, I'll fucking murder you.
You're serious right now?
I'm telling you the truth. Yes. If you talk like this, you cannot go to Ghana. If you talk like this, you cannot go to Ghana. If you talk like this, it's going to get very bloody for you. If you talk like this, it's going to get very bloody for you.
Good, because I'm recording this too. I'm recording this conversation.
Record it.
And it will be sent to the police.
Like he's threatened my life multiple times. I recorded the conversations of him threatening my life. I have screenshots of him threatening my life. He even told my mother that he's coming for my life. He told my mother he's coming for my life. So clearly, his plan to come to Canada is to do what? There's nothing here for him in Canada at all. So what, is he trying to come for my life? Is that what he's trying to do? Because clearly, There's nothing here for him. There's no reason for him to come to Canada. That's what needs to happen. He needs to get arrested. So I need help, you guys. I need help. Like, if there's a way, if you see him, please call the police. Do not go near him. Just call the police and let them know his whereabouts. Okay, because this is a serious thing. He's even sent me emails where he's threatening my family's life. He's like, say, if I don't keep quiet, he told me that if I don't keep quiet and if I don't resolve this issue with him privately, that he will come after me and he will come after my family.
So when this particular news went viral, of course, so many people were asking questions. It's been a long time we saw Mr. Logic. It's been a long time we heard from him. So with this kind of allegation coming, what has Mr. Logic got to say? And then, when on Ghana Web captured, I didn't defraud her. She is bitter. Mr. Logic debunks fraud allegations from Canadian musician. The story says, entertainment pundit and former artist manager Mr. Logic has refuted claims made against him by Canadian musician Monica Spence, popularly known as Mo Spence. In an interview with Ghana Web's Joseph Henry Mensah, Mr. Logic asserted that his former artist accusation stems from bitterness from after they parted ways. He explained that the audio circulating on social media in which he allegedly threatened Monica Spence's life was a result of self-defense. This is a quote from him. He says, the voice note is a 5-month-old conversation we had over an issue where she threatened me in an earlier conversation, and I also threatened her in defense just to deter her, he said. Mr. Logic further denied the fraud accusations, stating, this is a quote, another quote from him, saying, I haven't defrauded her. She is only bitter because I parted ways with her. She is the same person who implicated me in the first issue and later became my witness. Additionally, he alleged that Mo Spence conspired with American investors to tarnish his reputation. After this, a quote, after she aided them in making a report that I took $21,000 for a work permit, which was all a fabrication to assassinate my character and also elude paying back the investment to the investor, he added. And the background of the story says that Monica Spence, a former Canadian musician signed to Mr. Logic's record label, has accused Mr. Logic of defrauding her and threatening her life if she steps foot in Ghana. In a video circulating on social media, Monica Spence shared an audio recording in which Mr. Logic allegedly issued a threat to her. This is a quote. One thing I did not mention is that throughout the whole thing, Mr. Logic has been threatening my life. She said, these allegations come after Monica Spence claimed that Mr. Logic, who also served as a manager, defrauded her under the guise of promoting her music career. Well, this is the response from Mr. Logic. And I know definitely you've also seen the video of Mo Spence, who also happens to be the former artist of Mr. Logic. But me, a quick bite before I sign out or I take my leave on this particular episode is that whatever I am seeing or whatever the response that is coming from Mr. Logic, for me, I think it's a form. And I also think Mr. Logic should do more aside him denying and calling it self-defense. Because yes, maybe the audio may be in the past, but it coming out now is not making him look good. And the Mr. Logic that we know is very vociferous and very attacking in terms of if you want to go at him. So in that sense, yes, some way, mommy, for you to say, okay, you also threaten her in self-defense. Because whatever it is, then what happens to the legal options that Mr. Logic has? Can he activate it? That is, if indeed he is not guilty of whatever allegations the lady is throwing at him. And the fact that the lady is even calling people to call the police on him whenever they spot him or whenever they spot him. I believe these are wild allegations that do not only warrant just a common interview for you to say, I did not defraud her or I didn't do it. But then, you can also share your views. Do you think that do you believe the lady than Mr. Logic, or now that he has come out to try to explain, you believe Mr. Logic more? Share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Until then, my name is Roland Amate. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.
The matter job hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye! Hey!